What is going on, everybody? Today, Cam is with me to break down each tier in our late season 2018 NBA Big Board. Let's get right into it with the first tier.
All right, so our first tier includes DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley, Michael Porter Jr., Luka Doncic, and Mohamed Bamba. So these players have the potential to be the future LeBron James, Ben Simmons, and Giannis Antetokounmpo of the NBA. These players would most likely be number one picks in almost any draft. We predict that this tier of players will most likely be in MVP talks throughout most of their career. These players also have the potential to lead their teams to title contention, and a couple of these players may even end up becoming Hall of Famers. On to the second tier we have.
This tier is comprised of players you need if your team is going to win a championship. Preferably, you'd have a Tier 1 level prospect already in place, and these players will make up the rest of your big three. These prospects should be multi-time All-Stars. Think of players like Bradley Beal, Paul George, and Chris Bosh. Our order goes Jaren Jackson Jr., Trae Young, Wendell Carter Jr., Robert Williams, Kevin Knox, Miles Bridges, Colin Sexton, Michael Bridges, and Lonnie Walker. On to the next tier.
All right, so for the third tier of our big board, we have Gary Trent, Brandon McCoy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Omer Yurtseven. So this tier will most likely be, they will be potential fringe all-stars and future high-end starters. Think of a Goran Dragic, Harrison Barnes, or Lou Williams, who, although he's a sixth man, he could easily start on most teams. So when they first enter the league, they'll most likely be starting caliber players from day one. And these players could easily be an integral part of a championship contender. On to the next tier.
This tier is the three players NBA teams will be forced to take on potential alone. We're looking at the highest risk-reward players in this draft. They can all really help their stock at the NBA Combine, and I expect at least 2 or 3 to go higher than their rankings come draft time. The players in order include Anthony Simmons, Mitchell Robinson, and Hamidou Diallo. And on to the final tier 5.
All right, so for the final tier, we have Landry Shamet, Bruno Fernando, Trevon Duval, Bruce Brown, Svi Mikhailuk, Daniel Gafford, Troy Brown, Riley Elkins, and Chemezi Metu. So this last tier doesn't really have a title. It's more of a mix and match of young players like Trevon Duval and like players that should probably return to school so they could potentially make a leap into the lottery, as well as players like Landry Shamet, who would have a fit from day one as a role player on most teams.